It's a good deal for us. We're able to add a really quality veteran player in Herc, obviously with a pretty impressive pedigree, ties to the Sounders back in the old days, and Toronto's on the hook for the contract. So similar situation what we were in with Kenny Cooper last year, where when you waive a guy pretty late, then he goes through a process where he's available to anybody else, but the team he goes to is not going to be bearing the majority of the salary. It's still accrues to the team that released him. So shoe was on our foot last year. It's on the other foot now. But a pretty a good value acquisition, I would say, for us.
Is it the entire contract that Toronto's picking up, or just a significant chunk?
I'd say a significant chunk. One day when I can tell you the numbers, we can do all this much more easily. But we'll all hope for that day.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Where do you sort of rate where he fits for your team? A starter, a rotation guy? Where do you sort of peg what he means for you guys when it comes to projecting out?
The beauty of being a GM is you don't have to project. You go out, you sign the guys up, and you give your head coach options. And veteran guys like Herc, who are really good locker room guys, really high quality guys. He's going to come out here and compete, and he hasn't been promised anything. And as you guys know, we don't promise many people much, and the players will sort it out on the field. And if he's the best option, he'll play, and if he's not, then he won't. And we, to be clear, have all of our ability to sign a designated player and potentially even a player beyond that is still intact. So that's why I say it's a good value signing for us, and a really good veteran. Even those of you who don't follow Hercules on Twitter, I think you'll enjoy speaking to him today. He's genuinely a pretty good dude, and is pretty charismatic as well.
Was the acquisition of him in direct correlation of the loss of Obafemi Martins, or do you think even if you had Martins here, you would have gone after a player like him?
I think his quality veteran depth at the right price, it's a value signing one way or the other. It's definitely not an Obafemi Martins replacement, and that's why when I say, we still have the ability to sign a designated player, that's when you lose a DP, you need to go out and get another DP, and we still intend to add a pretty good attacking player, and as I said, maybe more than one, depending on how we choose to spend our money.
Garth, what have you seen from Herc's games, maybe since he kind of hit that peak when he was playing at Santos to where his game is now?
All the endeavor and the work ethic is all still there. The good pro is still there. The finisher is still there. I don't know how many guys got out to see the scrimmage when S2 played last weekend, but you get guys that are willing to do things. And Herc said, we said, Herc, do you mind coming out and playing a game with the reserves? And he said, heck yeah, no problem. And not only did he do it, but he came out and scored a goal and set up another. So, had a very, very good showing and showed us what he had. He's a guy that I think you're not going to appreciate every minute of every game, but then all of a sudden he gets on the end of something and you get a goal. And to a large degree, that's what we're lacking right now. I think we're actually playing some good soccer, even some very good soccer for stretches, and we haven't had the goals necessarily from the run of play that we maybe wanted. So, in general, we're not disappointed with the team's direction for some of the reasons that I've said before, which is we're changing to a new system that takes some time. We changed a whole bunch of our depth personnel. That's going to take some time for those kids to adjust. And with young kids, the good news is they're going to grow and they're going to get better. But is it nice to have a veteran to sprinkle in there if that's what you decide that game calls for? It's nice to have that option off the bench as well. So again, we're going to continue to try to work to improve the team. We need to get better results than we have been getting, but I can't claim to be disappointed in how we are playing. I think we are playing pretty well. We just need to get better outcomes on the field.
Other questions?
Hey, Garth, just a little unrelated. What are your thoughts about the timing of the international break here? After starting 0-3, is this a convenient time to sort of be able to reset on the season?
I'd say there's pros and cons. I mean, you have to sit and linger and think about being 0-3 for 2 weeks, and that stinks. But it gives you time to thoroughly examine your team and have lots of training sessions, and when you're switching formations, to spend a lot of time training in the formation, getting guys more comfortable. So in that sense, it's I'm pretty sure we had a break around this time last year too, and it's you want to set up your season, and I think you guys have heard me in a couple places say I think we're going to be better in June than we are in March, and I think we're going to be better in September than we are in June. And some of that is structurally the way we've built the team with some young players as depth who will grow. as the season comes along. Some of it is within the formation, getting more and more comfortable. But it's also just an ability to, our team, in my opinion, has the ability to improve this year. And that's why I think that if we can get out of this rut and we can get a win and we can get some confidence, I think that we will go the right direction from there.
How long is Gomez's contract? Is it a year?
I don't know if I'm at liberty to disclose that. I would say, I apologize, but I don't know what the league's going to let me say on that one. So I can't answer that one, I guess.
Fair enough.